we're getting attacked by some little Zoom demons this morning, Ellie, and that's what's happening. Getting hit from all angles. It's awesome. No, but for real, it's month end, guys. I'm excited for you. Go tag your friends that are supposed to be on the call. That'd be awesome. Go tag your friends that should be on here. Hey, mom, will you text Abby for me and let her know that I'm running a call right now? I'll call her when I get off. But it's the last day of the month, guys, and what are you going to be responsible for putting on the board today? Right, it's literally the last day of the month. It's the last day of May. I know it's June 1st, but it's the last day of the Primerica month, last day of production month. A couple of you guys are like an app away from district leader, division leader promotions, right? We're super close to a couple of different things. How bad do you want it, right? That's really the question that I would always ask our team. You'd ask my mom. When we were in Andy's base shop, Andy was a master of getting people promoted. He still is a master of getting people promoted, but just an absolute master of getting people promoted during month end. I believe that we could have one of the biggest days. We are primed and ready to make this happen. I really do believe that we could have one of the biggest single days in our organization's history if everybody goes and plays at their level today. So like, how do you do that, right? It's literally the same conversation I've been teaching you guys to have all week with people. And I know, like, I've had a couple of people like, well, I wish you would teach more. I'm teaching you how to build the business right now. Like, I'm not teaching you how to destroy a policy, because if you talk to any of the giants in the business, they don't really teach on that stuff. Why? Because it's not hard. You read the policy and it tells you where it sucks. Like, if you read a client's policy from a different company, it will tell you where it's bad. Like, you don't have to like bust out the magnifying glass and go through like a 35-page book to figure out how to read a table that tells you it's way more expensive, right? But where we get stuck a lot of times, I mean, I think you all would agree, where we run into things is we have a team of people and we don't know how to move them. Right? Like Angie, you can go set 5 or 6 appointments yourself, but how do you help your new person set 5 or 6 appointments? That's the roadblock that we find ourselves running into. Well, you leverage the things that the company has in place and you talk about it in front of them. Right? Here's the truth. If you take what I talk about and you bring it to the new person and you talk to them about it, you'll move your business. I've coached our team like this since day one. Like, I've never tried to like not coach the right way. And so here's the reality. If you have people on your team, it's urgent to get them 1 recruit or 2 recruits. Why? Because Angie, if you have somebody that has 1 or 2 recruits, you can take that person with 1 or 2 recruits and say, hey, if you help 2 families, you're going to make $400. Who can we help today? Who can we protect today to make you $400? What about yourself? What about your brother, your sister, your aunt? Oh, you see what I'm saying, right? We leverage what they lean to. We are naturally, like, everybody type recruit heavy in the Zoom chat. We are a naturally recruit heavy team. That is the tendency that I have as a leader. Why? Because it's a people getting system. Do you understand what I'm saying right now? This is a people getting system. How and why? Crystal, why do you want a people getting system? Because Crystal, you can only talk to and hire so many people at one time, right? You can only train 2 or 3 people at a time. Imagine you had 5 or 10 or 15 people that could also train people, and you can too. Who's going to win in business? The person that has 20 different trainers that can go and find good leaders and bring them into the ecosystem, or the person with 1 person that's training?
Yeah, the more.
Yeah, like Elian just said it, we're a distribution company, guys. Like, a lot of us, and I mean this with love. I'm not going to beat you up today, I promise. But a lot of us, we think we're in the life insurance business. You're not. You're in the distribution business, guys. I don't spend a whole lot of time, and there are times that I do. Don't get me wrong, but I don't spend a whole lot of time chasing around life insurance closes. I just don't. What do I do? What do I always, when I call you guys and I talk to you about, what am I talking to you about most of the time? I'm talking about you getting a promotion, you getting your team promoted, right? What has to happen for you to get promoted? You have to have recruits, and you also have to have what? I'll wait, put in the Zoom chat, premium, right? So if I'm talking to you all the time about you getting recruits, Amber, you building your team, Angie, you getting your new people recruits and bringing new people into the business, what is naturally going to be the next thing that you talk to your new people about? If you're doing it the right way, setting up kitchen table appointments to get them promoted. Does that make sense? Like, so guys, if you leverage the system that we teach you, you're going to be able to go and build a massive business, and it won't have to take you a long time. Like if you look at, like I spent like, I meant to put a picture in the Zoom chat yesterday, or not the Zoom chat, sorry, the Telegram. I was talking to Andy Onstead. If you don't know who Andy is, he's one of my best. There's a lot of new people, so they don't know who they are, Elian. That's crazy. But Elian was the guy that, or Elian did not train me. Andy was the guy that trained me. And he's at about 70,000 in income for the month right now. They're about to cross 400,000 when the bonus clicks over, if not before that. I really think he could do it before then. But they're about to cross 400,000 when the bonus hits. They'll hit 500,000 in income by the end of the next month, most likely. It's crazy. Like he's on his $1 million run. That's the guy that trained me, guys. And I spent 45 minutes of him just coaching me yesterday on what to do and how to do this. And he told me, he showed me in his cash flow, Elian, we are in a better position than where he was a year ago. And he's like, if you just keep your head down and you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to have people doing the same thing. Noah McQueen, one of his regional vice presidents, just crossed 100,000 last night. Jessica Powers is about to cross 100,000. Either she did it last night and he's announcing it today, or it's going to happen tonight. She's about to cross. One of Jessica's people is about to cross the ring, right? Like or the watch, excuse me. And Andy has 3 or 4 other people about to cross the watch as well, which is 50,000 in income. Why am I telling you about that? Because literally we are running the exact same system that he runs. That's it. The difference, guys, is that they recruit 300 people a month through their hierarchy instead of 50 or 60, right? Who's going to win? The person that recruits 300 or the person that recruits 60? It's the person that recruits 300. It's big, massive recruiting and distribution. Okay, so that if you can't figure out what we're going to be talking about all month next month, you're crazy, because I've talked about it all morning. So we're going to teach you guys tomorrow morning on the 8 a.m. call. It would be very beneficial for you to have as many people as you can possibly get on the call. I'm going to do a very fast explanation of how to run the play tomorrow. And then on Saturday morning, our 9:30 call, which you all should be on, our 9:30 call, I'm going to go in depth on a social media training, and then a more in depth on how to run the play, how to use the script, all that kind of stuff. That's all I'm going to train on Saturday morning, social media. Okay, don't miss that. But tomorrow morning, guys, I'm going to teach you guys how to run the play, and we're going to have a single day contest for getting people to share the post on Facebook tomorrow. That doesn't mean don't do it today. That means tomorrow you should get all your brand new people on the call, and I'm going to teach you how to fill up your pipeline. And Andy was talking to me about like staying in the pocket, and what he meant by that was like recruits don't pay you, correct? Y'all understand that you don't get paid for recruiting people once you're licensed. You all know that, right?
Right.
Okay. What does pay you though? Field training people, writing premium, right? Helping clients, yes or no? So what Andy was talking to me about yesterday, and I'm gonna bless all of you right now with what you should do for next month, okay? Because I promise this is going to work for you, because it does. This is what I do. Just I've never had a name to call it, but he calls it staying in the pocket. Are y'all familiar with the sport of American football? Have you ever seen that before, with the little brown oval egg-shaped ball? Y'all know. So in football, there's a quarterback, right? And so I'm dumbing it way down for you guys just for a second to explain this. But in football, there's a quarterback, right? And the quarterback has linemen in front of him that protect him from getting tackled when he's getting ready to throw the ball. Okay, so when the play starts and the line starts blocking, what the quarterback stands in is called the pocket. For those of you that didn't know that, because I'm sure someone on the call did not know that, or someone watching this replay, it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's called the pocket. So in football, you want to, as a quarterback, stay in the pocket as long as you possibly can. Why? Because that is the best place to throw the ball from, because you're not on the run, you're not freaking out, you're not frantic, you're in a safe-ish place, right? And guys, right now in your business, staying in the pocket is you as the field trainer, Angie, you running a crap ton of recruit appointments for your team, you being responsible for as many recruit appointments as you can. Why? Because you're staying in the pocket. What are you doing? You're building your distribution. Then you flip the switch at the end of the month when we start talking about premium for the last week, and you have 50 new recruits on your team. Who is licensed? You or all 50 of your new people? Okay, so when you go out and you and all 50 of those people start helping people with life insurance, who gets paid the commission? You or those 50 people that you've recruited and that you're training? You do. Who's going to make more money? The person with one recruit or the person with 50? The person with 50. Guys, I've been guilty of this too, guys. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've been guilty of getting into the chase the premium and the referral business. I have. Right? It's like, okay, I closed the client. Okay, who do you know? Who do you know that's got life insurance? Who do you know that I can talk to? I mean, I'm good. Like I can get referrals, but Angie, I'd rather have 50 or 60 people out there hunting for a $500 bonus, because those are warm market people that they want their own life insurance, right? They want their own things in place. We want to take care of them in the best way that we can, and we want to help them get paid and promoted. So what are they going to do? They're going to bring you more people, and they're going to bring you clients, and you're going to help get that person clients and referrals in their first 30 days. They're going to see it work. You're going to get paid. If you will, for 30 days, run the exact system that I'm telling you to do, sending out your 25 or your 50 friend requests every day, Ellie, and not just on Tuesdays, every day, right? Every single day. If you send your appointments send your messages every day, you send your friend requests every day, you make your calls every day, you make your 5-person, 10-person, who's got my money list every day. If you do that, next month, I guarantee you'll have an all-time income record. I promise you. If you're licensed. If you're not licensed, you get licensed, then you will. But if you're licensed right now and you have the ability to make money, if you're consistent and you just do what I tell you to do, you will make money next month more than you have. But you need to do what I'm talking about doing. And if you're locally in Tampa, get your butt in the office from 10 to noon and set up your appointments. Guys, I really, what I'm going to start doing next week on Monday is I'm going to start opening up the RVP Training Center meeting link, the one that we go do on Tuesday nights for the training, in the basement at the office, so you can see how many people are in the office. Yesterday, there was 3 of us in the office, all regional vice presidents. It's crazy. It was only RVPs that were there, no one in the base shop. And between the 3 of us, we set up about 30 appointments in less than an hour. What would it look like in your business if you had 1 hour, Brian, where all you did for the day was set appointments? What, like, honestly, like Seth, if all you did for an hour, you didn't study, I know you have a job, but you didn't do anything else, right? For 1 hour every day, all you did was focus on setting appointments. Like you treated that like the most precious hour of your day. Like no matter what, for an hour, we're hitting the phones, we're sending messages, we're working through referrals and clients, and we're like, what would it look like if you did that? I promise it would look better than what it looks like right now. I'm not trying to be mean. You're just going to make more money. You're going to have more people. Why? Because Angie, you're talking to people. So from starting next week, from 10 to noon Eastern time, I'm going to open up a Zoom and y'all can get on here and we're going to have a little appointment setting party, right? And don't set recruit appointments or kitchen tables during that time, right? During that time, what are we doing? We are setting up appointments. That is the number one thing that we need to focus on as a team, of getting better, of setting real life, actual qualified appointments. I feel like a little dog trainer right now because my son keeps bringing the peanut butter over here with a spoon, so that I can keep him quiet, Elliot, so, while I run the meeting, because Taylor's at the gym. That's awesome. But guys, so I know that was like a little bit all over the place, but ready. So tomorrow morning, everybody type tomorrow in the Zoom chat, tomorrow at 8 a.m. in 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to teach you exactly what I do on social media to set up recruit appointments, to find clients. I'm going to give you 3 different scripts. Actually, I lied. I'm going to give you 2 different scripts. I'm going to give you a recruiting script. I'm going to give you a client script. Okay. And I'm going to give you the precedence of how to do that. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Then on Saturday, everybody type Saturday in the Zoom chat for those of you that are still awake. On Saturday, we're going to do a social media training. I'm going to take 20 minutes and I'm going to train you on what not to do on social media, because I see a lot of you doing things that you could not pay me to do on social media. So I'm going to train you on what not to do on your social media. Then I'm going to take the last 40 minutes and I'm going to teach you how to interact with people, what to say, how to build a brand on social media, how to be consistent on social media. Because let's face it, guys, like y'all know, like back in the 1800s, like people used to go to like a town square and they'd hang out, and that's where they would talk and share their complaints and concerns and all that kind of crap. You know that used to happen, right? Well, that's social media now. That is Facebook, that is Instagram, that is your story. That's where people go to complain about the weather and complain about politics and do this and blah, blah, blah. That's where people go. Yes or no? Am I right or wrong? Okay, so if you showed up to town square winging all your bull crap around, no one's going to want to talk to you. Yes or no? And a lot of y'all are showing up to your Facebook town square and winging all your bull crap around and wondering why no one's following you. Right. So I'm going to teach you how to clean that up a little bit. Okay. On Saturday, but I've got 4 minutes left of this training. Give me 2 seconds. Freya just came. So if today is month end, okay, how many of you guys just type me in the Zoom chat if you're fighting for a promotion right now, if you're close to but not quite at a promotion that you can hit today? If you're like a district leader, you're like, I'm gonna be an RVP tomorrow, like you're not gonna be an RVP tomorrow from district leader. I'm sorry, it's just not possible. But if you're like district fighting for division, or you're a division fighting for regional, or a senior rep fighting for whatever, you get the point. So let's see, who is it? Tammy, I see Tammy on there. Tammy, Brian, Jenna, what's up? Jenna, Princess, good morning. How are you? And then Cassie, Amber, Angie, Glitz.
I look like crap.
That's all right.
Cut my camera off.
You're good. You're good. So there's a handful of you guys. So put in the Zoom chat, what are you missing? Recruits or premium? What do you need?
Let me know if anyone needs me to help their Uncle Steve get life insurance.
Got you. Premium, both. Premium, both. Premium. Okay, sweet. So here's what I would do if I were you guys. I would make what Andy is, and Grant Cardone, if you've ever heard of Grant Cardone, he called it a who's got my money list. Okay, so what does that mean? We're gonna write down a list, which some of you guys made a list yesterday. Caprice, great job. I had told you all to make a list yesterday, and Caprice had like a list of a bunch of people. Caprice, type in the Zoom chat, how many appointments did you set yesterday off the list that you made? I was at least a couple. I saw a couple come through. 2 or 3 KTs, right? Let's see. We'll wait for her to put it in there. 3 kitchen tables yesterday. That's awesome. So the list, the who's got my money list, guys, what you're going to do is you're going to write down 5, 10, 15 people that you could reach out to that they know what you're doing, or they don't. Maybe they don't know what you're doing, but it's your mom or your cousin, right, that would be willing to help you today. And it's real simple, Crystal. What do? You call them and you say, hey, Crystal, I started a new job. I'm fighting for a big promotion. It ends today at midnight. I need to sit with you today for 20 minutes. What's good for you? Afternoon or evening? It's super important to me that we meet today. And you sit with them and you make it urgent. Why is today the end of the day? Oh, it's month end, right? If they ask you, like, why does it need to be today? Well, our promotion, the day ends today. Like today is the last day for the promotions, and then all the numbers reset. I need to meet with you today. Right, guys, like if some of you actually do this today, you'll have some of the biggest cash flow months or the biggest cash flow days that you've ever had. Like Cassie, you need to make like 10 grand and you're going to be an RVP. That's it. Like you might have a strong belief around that not being possible or being very difficult to do in one day. I really do believe that you could do that if you really worked at it and you called through all your people and you helped them get promotions, you helped them set up appointments, it would be tough, but you could happen. But worst case scenario, you set yourself up for a huge June. Right? You teach them how to set appointments. You teach, like, guys, that's the thing. Like, a lot of us, we're like, well, if it doesn't work today, I quit. Like, if you have a huge day today, and maybe, Tammy, maybe you set up 10 kitchen tables, but only one will go through today. Well, shoot, you might not hit the promotion today, but you're going to definitely hit it next month if you start with 9 kitchen tables on the table or on the board. And then you go take what I teach you tomorrow and Saturday for social media, and you build something big. Like, I'm telling you, like, we got to get out of our own way sometimes, guys. It's month end. Like, you got to pull out all the stops today, because some of you guys are fighting for big promotions, like substantial promotions. Some of you guys have teammates fighting for substantial promotions, right? Josh, you want to get a promotion? Guess what you got to do? You got to get a couple of your people promoted. What's that going to do? That's going to push you to your promotion, right? Cassie, same thing. Like, Jenna, same thing. Like, those of you guys that have people, you got to, if you help your team get, it's a pushing people up business. Type that in the Zoom chat. It is a pushing people up business. If you learn how to push your team up, that's going to push you up to the next level. And so, Seth, if you call your unlicensed trainees and you're helping them get 1 recruit and 1,000 in premium, Seth, if you get 5 people promoted to senior rep, from rep to senior rep, right? Watch this. If you get 5 people 1 by 1, what does that do for your team? That puts your team at 5 by 5, which is division leader. Does that make sense? Do you guys see that? Like, that's the secret. It's a lot of recruiting and a lot of distribution, right? Because, Seth, what's easier? You doing 5 by 5 personally, or you doing 5 recruits and then helping all of them do 1 by 1? I would say doing that would be easier, right? So, guys, understand what you're working with today. It's month end, urgency in your phone calls. I want to challenge you guys. Go out there and fight for this stay that we have for the KT contest is still going today. I posted an updated scoreboard. I think I posted it this morning. If not, I'll post it in a minute. And you have the stay at the Chafin's house, which I got to update the scoreboard on that because Angie closed something last night. So there's an updated scoreboard on that. I got to post that as well. It's the last day for that, guys. Don't sleep on it. It's going to be crazy. I promise you guys, get after it. Go fight for those things, guys. And